Welcome back to Fallen London. This is Several Bats. We last left off attempting to get to know the Clathermons. We got about as far as nudging couriers covered in tattoos. Haven't really met them yet. But we can, and we will. First, though, we're going to address an opportunity. A gathering of scholars. Academic and scientific knowledge diffuses mostly through learned journals and monographs, but irregular meetings of scholars also play a part. You could attend an assembly of academics. It passes the time. One might even learn something. I'll ensure that second chance. I'm afraid that I failed. But the second time, I did not. It makes for an intriguing beginning. And then this lecture on some of the more distressing habits of toads. A baroque theory of how social harmony may be engendered by remodeling roads into calming shapes. Some nonsense about passing through mirrors. Parabola. A few half-joking mentions of an academic secret society that studies the lands across the Untersea. Now you mention it, that confirms some of your suspicions. Perhaps these are worth looking into. After all, who can we think of that's better suited to exploring far lands than ourselves? No comment on this just yet. A refreshing evening, certainly. Dragsman's work. A name whispered in darkness one, we need two at most. This is to do with our progress along the shadowy story, I believe. I'll leave it be. No need for that. Our actions are precious just now. Let's make our name with the absconding devil. The crowd beneath Hangsman's Arch buzzes with the latest rumor. The brass embassy is missing a devil. The crowd buzzes, yes, they're prepared to pay for his return. We must solve the case of the absconding devil to progress this story. He's willing to collaborate, is the honey-addled detective. That's very dull. I think that we should do this one. He was a great mind once. Now he haunts his cavernous rooms on Moloch Street, half out of his mind on prisoner's honey. He still takes clients, but he passes the work on to promising outsiders. Lucky for you. Yeah, we saw that one last week. The brass embassy has lost the devil, the detective says. It happens. Some poor idiot may have murdered this one, or he may have been up to some unsanctioned wickedness. Devils find it difficult to keep a low profile. You'll encounter his spoor, I imagine. The surly goat demon appears to be following us. We've got competition. Well, how do we proceed? Yes. Yes, keep up our current case. Putting together scraps of information. Well, this is familiar. These options are slow and steady. We can find better avenues of investigation on opportunity cards. Now, as I recall, Madame Shoshana also had something to say about investigations. And as I find myself with an excess of tickets, maybe I'll pay her a visit. Has she got anything to offer me? That's my question. It appears not. This doesn't seem to count as investigating. So we'll head back and poke around at the card the old-fashioned way on Ladybones Road. We'll be pursuing our case. I believe a total of 7, we need 12. The sun. We'll follow persons of interest. Excellent. A development. Find the absconding devil. We've made a breakthrough. Make inquiries about the singer. We could play Rusty Gold. I think that we should look for evidence of his schemes. He's left a trail of mayhem, a brawl, a seduction, a complicated scheme to sell boxes of spiders to innocent widows, but again and again, We hear that he's been seen in the company of a certain music hall singer. We have 2 pieces of evidence, a complex plan. He's been inquiring about possible investments in a steel mill and a business that imports Proconnesian marble. He has twice almost purchased tickets on a steamer for the tomb colonies in the north. He's taken to visiting a jeweler's shop where he's known to flirt menacingly with a shop girl. How does it all fit together? Well, that we'll have to find out. Asking anyone of interest is a very expensive way to do this, isn't it? Unfortunately, we have nothing else to do. 6x, we only need 4 more. I'll take another drop of coffee. I believe we have 6 to our name. 2 will do, I hope. As I blister myself down, what options do we have? These 5 will more than suffice. We gained a noise. We failed. Thought you'd seen them first. I don't want to spend another 3 actions on this nonsense. I guess that's my only choice. Up to 15 overkill for sure. And we're back to the completion options. Let's ask about the singer now. 3 pieces of evidence. The biter bit. Yes, the fiddling busker drawls. She says she has a devil on the hook. She plans to take him for all he's worth. I told her you don't take devils, but she won't hear it. Mind you, I think she may have been soft on him, too. A dangerous way to live. One last go around the carousel. Yes, it's very expensive. We only need 1 more now. Will there be a cheap one? No. Back to the devil's developments, and we'll look for more evidence of his schemes. 4 pieces. We got 2 last time. Damnation. We just need 6 more. Some of these actions can give us 6 in one go, can they not? Let's finish this in one fell swoop. Will this be 6? It is 6. Excellent. Very kind. We're almost done on this obnoxious little rotation. Oh, we can arrange to meet her now. Interesting. We failed. We waited the stage door for a half hour in the soft, neathy rain. She never appears. Well, we should talk to her. Here we go. Walk with me. We catch up with her in the street. She looks everywhere. Everywhere but at you as she speaks. We're going away together. Yes, it's love. You'll find it's always about love in the end. Don't interfere. I'm not a good enemy, she says, meeting our eyes. And I don't want to see you again. That's all you got. She's speaking the truth. We didn't get a clue from that. Oh, I guess we did. It finished automatically. Our informants report that the absconding devil is en route to the docks. If the evidence you've gathered is correct, he plans to elope with the music hall singer to the tomb colonies. What will we do? Do we have to interfere? I think we will not. We'll leave them to it. Are they really in love? Are we best out of it in any case? There we go. It'd be a good time for this to bug out, wouldn't it? 1 second while I solve this. Was that the high road? The brass embassy hired us, but anything the embassy wants can't be a good thing for mankind. Whatever's the truth about our decision, maybe it's for the best. Will we ever know? The tramp steamer dwindles to a speck on the dark horizon, and they are gone. Record the matter in our journal. Familiar from our last expedition. Called to account, bleary entertainer stamps up to you in the Eclipse Tavern. Black ale sloshes out of her mug with every swaying step. He was a friend, you know, the absconding devil. She downs what's left in her cup before slamming it on our table. Tell me, what gives you the right to decide other people's lives? Well, we didn't. We better equipped to decide than most. We knew not only the facts of the case, but certain facts of life underneath. Can she say the same? We did what we felt was right at the time. We wished to make things turn out for the best. It was the kindest thing. Were we aware of hidden depths? There was more to what happened than she could know. We steered the situation where it needed to go. We were there. That gave us the right. Who says we couldn't decide their story? They certainly weren't doing a particularly good job of it. And yet we let them have their way. So let's claim it was the kindest thing. Well, 3 watchful points. Our name is wreathed as the rose giveth. This is the best, you honestly think? She laughs affectedly, drawing the notice of other patrons. You think you know what he... She pinches the bridge of her nose and blinks fiercely. But what about what I wanted? She runs her fingers around the rim of her mug before snatching it up, and a hand catches her wrist. The graying messenger shakes her head. Enough, madam. The bleary entertainer breaks into tears and stumbles away. The messenger bows. My master has heard of your powers of discernment. He wishes to meet you at your earliest convenience. Well, it looks like we've got a trail to follow, making your name a career-making case. But I think that we'll explore that on our next visit to the Neath. Thanks for joining me down here.